With the presidential election next week, there is concern in some parts of the U.S. that many underserved communities may find it hard to vote since 1 in 5 person-in polling locations have closed nationwide. An ABC News data investigation dived into the issue, and our investigative reporter Chad Pradelli has a look at the impact here in the Delaware Valley.
Everybody knows what team they're on, right?
Janice Roots and other volunteers are going door to door in Salem City, New Jersey, registering voters and making sure others know where to vote.
We're a food desert, we're a media desert, we're a transportation desert, so we have a lot of challenges in Salem. Do you know what ward you're going to be voting in?
Over the past decade, Salem City has lost half of its polling locations from 4 to 2.
East Ward, don't ever forget it.
She says many voters are never notified.
People don't know where their wards are. They have no idea. And for the people who live in the far corners of the city, how are they going to get there? We don't have buses.
Since the 2012 presidential election, voter turnout dropped from 61 to 51% in 2020.
People don't know where they're voting.
But the issue isn't confined to this historical and largely African-American community. An Action News data analysis found Delaware, Philadelphia, and Montgomery counties in battleground state Pennsylvania saw a roughly 25% decline in polling places per capita. Chester and Bucks were a little over 10%.
Well, when polling places decline and when you have fewer access points to cast a ballot, what it means is that it's less likely that people in an average election, they're less likely to show up.
Politically, what's happening?
Robert Rabinowitz lives in East Falls. Polling locations in his district have closed or moved several times over the past decade. He says he now votes by mail, but kept abreast of polling locations from neighbors. In Pennsylvania, notice has to be mailed to voters. He canvassed in largely minority communities in years past and heard a common refrain.
And they vote in person because it becomes a community activity. People get to visit with each other, socialize with each other, catch up on the neighborhood news.
Current Salem County election officials weren't involved during the closure of polling locations roughly a decade ago and couldn't provide Action News with an answer why. Meanwhile, Janice Roots says she'll keep plugging along.
Right, one more try.
Doing her civic duty.
So I'm doing what I can when I can, and when I can't, I sit down.
And if you need help finding your polling location, you can go to pa.gov, plug in your address, and it'll give you your polling location. We have a link on our website at 6abc.com. I'm Action News investigative reporter Chad Pradelli, Channel 6 Action News.